The U.S. Army is deploying one of two Israeli-made Iron Dome systems to Guam. Viewers may note that the U.S. signed an estimated $373 million contract with Israel in August 2019 for the procurement of two Iron Dome batteries. The U.S. Army received the first system in November 2020 and the second in January 2021. The 94th Army Air and Missile Defense Command, AAMDC, which is based in Hawaii, released the deployment news and described it as temporary and experimental. As per reports, troops from the 2nd Battalion, 43rd Air Defense Artillery Regiment, based out of Fort Bliss, Texas, will operate the Iron Dome battery with support from the U.S. Army's 38th Air Defense Artillery Brigade that's forward deployed in Japan. In this video, Defense Updates analyzes why the U.S. is deploying the Israeli Iron Dome in Guam. Let's get started. This video is sponsored by War Thunder, the most comprehensive military vehicle online game for PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One, in which you can go to battle on more than 1,200 playable aircraft, tanks, helicopters, and ships from the 1930s to the 1990s. The game has an amazing attention to detail and focuses on a realistic combat experience, which is why knowing your vehicles and skill really makes a difference. It's easy to get into, and all you need to play is nothing more but your mouse and keyboard or controller. Immerse yourself in cross-platform combat with more than 20 million other military vehicle enthusiasts from all over the world. Download and play War Thunder for free using the link in the description below, and also get a free bonus tank, aircraft, or ship, and 3 days of premium account. Since it became an American territory in 1898, Guam has been considered a vital asset by Washington. It lies in the Pacific, east of the Philippines. Its proximity to China, Japan, and the Korean Peninsula hand the U.S. a launching pad into Asia, and as such, it's been built up into a military fortress. The U.S. runs a naval base and Coast Guard station in the south of the island, as well as an Air Force base in the north, which was regularly used during the Vietnam War. Guam is one of the important pieces in this larger game since it's pretty close to China. The Pentagon has recently awarded a $42 million contract to build a standoff weapons complex on Guam. Admiral Phil Davidson told the Senate Armed Services Committee that the island needs protection as the home of 170,000 U.S. citizens and service members, a deep-water strategic port, fuel and munition stores, and an airfield used to project U.S. power. Guam would be key to responding to any conflict in the Asia-Pacific region. Davidson said, "Guam is a target today. It needs to be defended, and it needs to be prepared for the threats that will come in the future." He added later, China's own Air Force has put out a propaganda video showing their H-6 bomber force attacking Andersen Air Force Base at Guam and distributed that quite publicly. While threat from traditional warfare is present, the base may also have to deal with asymmetric tactics. In this context, it's to be noted that multiple incursions by unidentified small drones occurred in 2019. Personnel manning guard towers in the base noted that the drones seem to have tried to inspect the U.S. Army's Terminal High Altitude Area Defense (THAAD) battery that's tasked with defending the island from ballistic missile attacks. According to a press release, soldiers and equipment will deploy in order to fulfill those NDAA requirements, test the capabilities of the system, and further train and refine the deployment capabilities of air defenders. There is currently no plan to conduct a live fire of the system while it's on Guam. It clearly indicates that the deployment was as per a requirement in the Annual Defense Policy Bill or National Defense Authorization Act (NDAA) for the 2021 fiscal year. Members of Congress had directed the service to send an Iron Dome battery to an operational theater by the end of this year. The deployment can be seen as an effort to shore up air defense capabilities in the strategic location as the U.S. focuses on the Chinese challenge in the area. The latest versions of the Iron Dome system, which was originally designed to intercept incoming rockets and other artillery rounds, also have demonstrated ability to shoot down small drones and low-flying cruise missiles. It's a mobile, all-weather air defense system developed by Rafael Advanced Defense Systems and Israel Aerospace Industries. It consists of mainly three components: radar, battle management component, and missile launcher. The system uses the radar to detect incoming projectiles. The radar tracks the projectile and sends information to the battle management component. The interceptor is chosen depending on the threat. Iron Dome's Tamir interceptor missiles can strike down incoming threats launched from ranges of 2.5 miles or 4 kilometers to 44 miles or 70 kilometers. Each Iron Dome battery includes 3 to 4 stationary launchers with 20 Tamir missiles and a battlefield radar. A single battery can defend up to nearly 60 square miles. Iron Dome is considered to be the most used air defense system. According to Israel, it's been used to intercept targets with a greater than 90% success rate since it was deployed in 2011. Though the data regarding success rate is often challenged by critics, there is no doubt the system has seen extensive real-world usage and has proven to be effective. Even in the recent skirmish with Hamas, Iron Dome has been instrumental in protecting civilians. Relatively cheap drones and cruise missiles have the potential to disable high-tech weapon systems and cause tremendous damage. Guam is at the forefront, needs protection against these kinds of threats, and in this situation, Iron Dome seems a perfect fit. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos like this. Hit the like button if you find the video interesting, and kindly provide your feedback in the comment section. This will help us improve.